Okay, welcome to the next installment of Blender. So, we're gonna go ahead and make a gold bar today. Something that's like super basic, but it's cool. So let's go ahead and just place on these screencast keys. You guys don't need this, but you know, obviously you need to see what I'm clicking. So I'm gonna go ahead to the render part right here. We'll switch out Eevee to cycles right here. And what we're going to do, we'll take the default cube and we'll go to edit mode. Let's go ahead and just press A to select everything, S for scale, and we're going to hold in the center scroll and just bring this across. Now for the top part right here, we're going to go S, and you just want to go ahead and scale this against your y-axis, and then press G and just bring this down. So now you have your nice little gold bar, but also I'm going to scale this across the x-axis just to pull this in just ever so slightly. So now we'll go to object mode, we'll shade smooth, and I'm going to go ahead and add a plane, S for scale, and we're going to go ahead and take this gold bar that we've made right here, and we'll press G and we'll bring this up. So now the gold for this, we can go to material. We can change this to a nice kind of orangey red. Kind of get that nice little yellow in there as well. If you guys would like the exact same colour that I've just placed on here, the hex is right here. Just type it into your hex and you will have the same tones. So the next thing we're going to go with metallic. And we'll just turn this up a bit. We'll go to this render port right here. And we can see now that we have a gold bar. So we want to go ahead and take the roughness down as well. And what I'm going to do, let's turn the metallic up just ever so slightly. I'm going to go ahead and add some bumps and scratches to this. So we'll go to shading. And what we're going to do, make sure that you've got your gold bar selected. We'll go ahead and add a Voronoi texture. Let's see, Voronoi, what are you? Yeah, Voronoi texture right here. So now we can place this into colour, we can place this into roughness or metallic, depending on your preference. You'll notice that we've got all these kind of lines and bumps on there. We also have metallic, which kind of does the same thing. So we also have, if you're interested, IOR. So this will create just small little blemishes on top as well. So it depends which one you would like to put this in and which effects you would like. I'm going to keep mine in the IOR. And we'll go ahead and we'll just place the detail down a little bit so we've got these nice little bumps and scratches. And then we'll just go ahead and just edit the randomness just ever so slightly. If you take this down to 0, it will change to blocks. And if you move this up, it will be random. So, you can pull the roughness if you'd like as well, the detail. So, let me show you. So, if you move the detail right here, this is the general stuff that happens. So, you see this kind of a fade, and then it disappears. So, we'll have the fade. So with this as well, if you wanted to do, let's see, I'm just going to look at some reference photos right here. So we can rough up the sides if you'd like to, but also what we can do is if we right click and we go to shade flat, you'll have something like this. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look that great compared to if you shade smooth, where you have something like this. But what you can do as well, let's go to edit mode. So usually when things like this are poured into molds, there'll be air bubbles, there'll be little imperfections. So we can go E for extrude on the top face right here, just slightly. And then S for scale. And just bring this in just ever so slightly as well. And then we can go E for extrude on the side right here. Leave it where it is, S for scale. And then we can kind of go with G and just bring this in just ever so slightly. So now you've kind of got this nice little bump on the side right here. Maybe the gold didn't settle properly. Maybe it's melted over time. Maybe it's been kept in the wrong place. I don't know. You could go ahead and make little imperfections just with that. Just to make the gold bar look a little bit more kind of less flat. So that's an option that you can do. So what I would say is, to be honest with you, with the shading, I mean, you could pull the roughness if you wanted to. I'm going to put it down and then maybe just put the roughness down on this side, and the scale, we can kind of scale it up just a little bit. just about here, say. So it's got little scratches across the top. And then we could go ahead and add bump. So let's place bump in the middle right here. And you want to go color to height. And we could go ahead and scale that a little bit. So now at the moment you can't see the lines, but what it will do is when the light hits it, you'll have lines on top. So it'll be like little scratches and stuff like that. I think that's the best way of doing this. I'm going to go ahead actually make this a little bit more gold. So again, you can take the same hex that I have. I'm going to go with a stronger colour maybe around the edge. You're going to kind of want that nice little yellow, very metallic. But not too much. Maybe just about there, and then some orange. Maybe just pull that a little bit. Yeah, I would say that's probably the best. So what I'm going to do here, let's go ahead and we can do multiple pieces of gold. So let's go 7 to heaven. We'll go ahead, Shift-D. Just move that across, Shift-D again. Maybe we could have like 4 in a row. And then we can go ahead, press Shift and hold. And then grab all of these. E for extrude. Sorry, not E for extrude. Shift-D. We'll go on top. You can place these on top, or you can go ahead and rotate these with that Z-axis. Kind of have them off kilter a little bit. It looks like someone's just placed them there. Let's go Shift-D again. Put these up, and then we can go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. And maybe just remove a couple. And we'll have something like this. So this is great for, say, like a little prop at the side. Something like that. And the best thing about this as well, if we go back to shading. So we have all of these. All of these will have the same material to them. So if I go ahead and edit the metallic, they're all going to edit in the same way. Pull the roughness a little bit if you wanted to. Totally up to you. Yeah, that's basically basic gold bars for a background in a game, really. Just for practicing. I know that Blender doesn't have the game engine anymore, but older versions do. Maybe they'll bring it back at some point. I don't know. But yeah, this is kind of like a great exercise to do if you've got a gaming render engine. And obviously, these two as well, they're floating. If you guys notice that these two are floating. Hold on. Come on. Let's press G and bring those down. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so. Gold bars. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.